welcome to the ESR GTR Round 4 Germany Große Tour Round 2. No, wait, GTR4, that's the car, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yeah?
Correct.
All right, I don't know why there's a space there. We are coming to you live on tape delay from the Sarsenstone. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the man who's recently emigrated to the country of Bulgaria, Michael Hayes.
Welcome, welcome. And Bulgaria is very nice this time of year.
Swollen.
Hey, look at that! All is right in the world, Byron. Cats and dogs are no longer living together. Tobias Thierolf is at the top of the time sheets.
Ha-cha-cha.
Henrik Andreas in second, Andrew D, your Chatchville, and this man, Antonio Costa. Your top five, followed by Joe Senna, Jeff Ecott, who is making his debut in the series. Oriol Balmania, also making his debut, is Sergei Sleepak and David Zikic. Zikic. I'll probably say Zikic. I'll probably say Zikic a couple of times because of James Zikic.
Who got the keys to my bima?
I'll probably say Zikic a couple times because of James Zikic, the MMA fighter.
Yeah.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Quick
I'm
Zikic.
sorry. Dave, here's how you get me to recognize your name instead of James Zikic's name. You're gonna have to show up to a lot of races. And eventually,
Boy, artistic.
Eventually, you will override James Zikic in my man. He's retired, so he can't get any more in there.
Been retired for a while.
Now I'm curious.
I will bet that James Zikic's been retired for at least 7 years.
You're probably right. Let's see. I'm curious. His last fight was in 2015, so you've got 10 years.
There you go.
Now, interesting. He lost to Mario Cirilli, who is still fighting. So,
But what about Luigi?
I'm sure there's. It's Mario. Pardon me, not Mario. James Zikic did fight in the UFC for like a very, very hot second. One time, he lost to Philip Miller.
Is that the third Miller brother?
He's the one that retired undefeated, and I'm sure there's a story there. So, he retired at 16-0.
He went the Travis Fulton route and fought only exclusively in Ohio.
I mean, he fought like Zikic is like the highlight of his career. Like that's the one like actual. Well, okay, two notable names on this list. The other one is. Oh wait, no.
Oh my God.
In his second fight ever. Let me just make sure it is him. He beat Jake Shields. He also beat Shugo Oyama, who is notable, but not good.
Not Oyama. Wait, wasn't he the guy that Fedor suplexed to hell?
No, that's Ogawa.
Oh, my bad.
Shugo was like he was an Olympian in something, I forget, judo or wrestling, but like it just never translated to MMA. Lost a lot of fights. Middle East like some good fighters. Is what it is. Lost to Melvin Manhoff twice in like 2 minutes total.
Yeah, you're gonna do that. That happens.
All right, we are off. Thierolf leads the way from the start, followed by Henrik Andreasen in the Audi, and then in third place it is apparently Kurtachko.
Oh God, 17 wide.
Down the inside comes the Lotus of Andrew D. He's trying to buttle his way back into third place. But he's going door to door with Kurtachville, and the Lotus is not good at the door-to-door stuff, so I think the BMW will put that out. We're here at the Sachsenring because Martin is a evil person.
Good old Sarsenstone.
Sergei Sleepak with a bad start. He slipped back a little bit in his Lotus. Good to see a couple more Lotuses in the field. We got Sergei Sleepak. We got Raul Valoria, a.k.a. The Real Valor.
Hell yeah. Go get him, Raul.
And
Steve Dave team up.
Andrew D getting sideways and gets all messed up. Watch it on the rejoins, Andrew. We've lost Jeff Ecott, so I'm assuming technical difficulties there for the Mercedes driver. He's already out of the race. Somebody mounted somebody there and got pushed off the track. I didn't catch you. On board with Mauricio Delgado.
Get him, Mauricio.
Running in 17th place, currently side by side with Raul Valoria.
I'll drive with the Yellow Submarine.
Well, not the Yellow Submarine this season.
Don't cramp the man's stuff.
I'm just saying. I suggest that there are no yellow submarine options. I think.
You saying to say what?
There's hey, James Butler's in the KTM.
Yeah.
We
James
got some
Butler.
KTM life. We only had one last round. It was Andy Foster. Now we have oh god!
Lord.
Sergey Sleepak gets into the back of pardon me, Sleepak got into the back of not sure who that is off with him because there's no one else listed in yellow. Must be Steve Davidson. So misfortune finding Steve David, and that is Nicholas Campbell.
Oh, that's not pretty.
That's not proper physics. So I'm gonna go with technical failing on Nicholas's part. See if he can sort that out.
Nicholas too powerful.
Raul Valoria going side by side with Fran Hidalgo. Battle of Lotus v McLaren. That's a classic one from Formula One from the 1970s.
I'm still waiting for Ariel versus Lotus.
Or Ariel in a Lotus. Raul Valoria looking for a way past. And he will overtake Hidalgo. Next on his list is my favorite livery, the Volt livery, driven by Mauricio Julian.
Gross.
Actually, I don't know. There are options. There are options. There's a lot of good liveries in this field. But I think that one's the one that is always going to catch me, the highlighter green of the Volt car. Morbid Apathy running in 14th place. That's good. Morbid did not have a good opening round. Picked up 2 penalties, including a tier 3 penalty. So, I will say the stewards are they've got their eyeball on him. It is a little bit of the case of that. I feel like if he gets reported this race, Jack is at some point gonna just be like, Mike, bring me the device.
Hidalgo's been through the forest with a house on a horse with no name?
Maybe. Andy Foster. Ooh, late move. But a good one.
I might need to rewatch that movie.
Raul Valoria battling with Mauricio. Oh, I like that livery. Hang on, who's driving that car? It's behind Steve Davidson. It's Adam Stewart's livery. Okay, that one's a candidate.
Stewart.
I like it. I'll point it out if he comes on screen again, and we can enjoy it a little bit. We just saw a little bit of it there, but I like it. And Raul Valoria moving up another spot. He is cutting his way through this field. Yeah, there it is. I like that one. It's got the same kind of green as the Volt livery does, but like less of it.
Oh, baby. That's aggressive. Going door to door through a straight stretch.
Adam Stewart on the attack. And Raul Valoria is on the attack again against Mauricio Julian. Andy Foster in the background in the KTM. Having a good run. And then Morbid Apathy, Fran Hidalgo, and Wilfredo Sevilla. James Butler running in the top 10 in the KTM. I correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please, but the KTM in my memory of the GT4 category, was not very good. So is that still the case, or has the various balance shifts brought it into fame?
It's been upgraded to GT 4.5.
Now, to be clear, I suspect that it's lower numbers better than GTs.
GT.
So the upgrade would be 3.5. I'm assuming it's still not favored, given that only 2 people chose to drive it. But I'm just wondering, because like it was previously a dead option. It was the car we forced Mike Stockmill to drive.
That sounds good and proper.
Now, to be clear, it did not stop Mike Stockmill from winning.
No, but not at all.
that is the general problem.
Do not fact check that. You will lose.
We put Mike Stockmill in a Ryder Rex at ACC and he still won. And that car has no business winning. That car can't turn.
You put that motherfucker in a tricycle, he can beat your ass.
No, if we made him race a car that was in another category, we would beat him. Like, that's just
I don't have any proof that that's true.
Mike Stopmill, challenge is thrown down. You're going to race in a GT4 car against GT3s, and we'll see if you win. I think no. But Byron is not convinced.
I would agree that you will not lose.
Sergei Sleepak still trying to make his way back through the field. Also, if I'm saying it wrong and it's Pac versus Pac, there's an MMA fighter where it's Pac, so that's what I'm going with. If I'm wrong, let me know.
The guy from AEW?
No. There's an MMA fighter that I think he fought on Contender Series not that long ago. His last name spelled exactly the same as that, but it was Sleepak instead of Pac.
Oh.
So, and he's from Russia, so like I'm going with it.
Meshach, Shadrach, and the Bendigo.
Adam Stewart working his way through. And we have lost Nicholas Campbell, which is not a surprise given what we saw earlier. His car was fading in and out of existence. So, something tells me there's an internet connection issue.
I mean, there are internet connections around.
And Adam Stewart going up the inside. Andrew D. also in the Blue Lotus is in this mix. And he is very rapido. Qualified in the top 5, was fighting for 3rd when he had his accident. Andy Foster going side by side with Fran Hidalgo. Something happened to Foster because he's fallen to the back. Which, to be clear, is kind of where he generally is. His pace is not very good. But he was up notably higher. I think he would have had to have lost control of the car at some point. Yuri Kretachvil on the tail of Antonio Costa, battle for 3rd place. They have been left for dead by Tobias Thierolf and Henrik Andreasen. So this is very much a 2-horse race. They are very much only fighting for 3rd. As one of the BMWs there, that was Brian Stevens, was quite off the track and falling backwards. Andrew D working his way forward. There is Mauricio Julian. He is going side by side with the aforementioned Brian Stevens. I do like the little raccoon on that car. That's kind of neat. And it is a green livery, so you know we know my love for the green. Well, I'm still going with Adam Stewart for now, but there are candidates. I really like Yuri's livery here, the orange and blue. It stands out. I like it.
That's because you're a big Oilers fan.
No. Although I like their jerseys. Ironically, when I was an Oilers fan, and it did happen, it was in the 90s when they sucked.
Well, I had a better excuse. I was a child in the 80s. So I had the Wayne Gretzky lunchbox, the whole deal.
I liked them when they had Jason. So I liked them because I knew Jason Arnott. He had a cottage up in. He grew up in Wasaga Beach, which is where my family went for the cottage trips. So we met him a couple of times, and so I liked him. Mike Greer was just kind of neat because he was, the African heritage player of the time.
He's still double for sure, but you all do.
And also, I just really like the name Kelly Butchberg.
Yeah, hell yeah. Butchberger OP.
Also, they had Curtis Joseph as their goalie. Cujo Rhodes.
Was he? I don't remember that. I remember him playing. Was it St. Louis?
He was in St. Louis before Edmonton.
Oh, okay.
And then he was in Toronto.
Fair enough.
Seems to have he seems to be like the aficionado of any team with blue in their jersey.
Good old Cujo.
On board with Yuri Kretachvil, still looking to get up onto that podium spot. Yuri did not have a good run at Norisring. He had a couple of penalties, so hopefully we can clean that up and have some fun. I do like Yuri. I think he's trying to learn and become a better driver.
I mean, he
which
had
is
a really
nice.
good showing a couple weeks ago.
Got the raw speed. Just needs to get that risk reward analysis down.
I feel that he needs to be more risky because it would be funnier, but probably not if he wants to succeed.
Yeah, not if he wants to succeed. Depends on the goal, I suppose. If you want to be the next Roman Barthez,
hell yeah, keep
you
it
know,
up, dude. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Become a legend. Not for the right reasons, but you'll become a legend.
all the love to Romy Barthez if he's still watching our videos.
I mean, the dude tried. I'm not going to say Roman Barthez did not try. But his efforts were misaligned.
I don't think his issue was the effort.
No, it's the quality, the decision making behind the efforts.
Exactly. Thirol still leads from Andreasen. They got about 9.5 seconds back to Costa, who has Kurtachville right on his corner, or on his tail. There is, in fact, Henrik Andreasen. Henrik, you picked like the most boring Audi livery. We gotta talk.
Enrique, you are not picante.
The Audis have a lot of really nice liveries, and he just goes with like the very, very, like he goes with the test car livery. Come on, come on.
Might
Joe
I
Senna?
recommend the Gulf Oil?
He is currently battling with both James P. Butler, but also trying to attack Oriol Balmania. You know who's had a really good day, and I couldn't tell you what car he's driving because we really haven't seen him at all. I think he's that gray BMW. David Ziska. He's up from 10th place on the grid to 5th place. It's Andy Foster picking up a spot as Morbid Apathy has a little bit of an off. Yeah. Ziska is that BMW there, that gray one. Which I kind of want a closer look at because I think that livery looks kind of cool. And I'm not normally into the gray liveries.
I mean, maybe they're just really, really big Lone Ranger fans and they want to have high hopes over all over the place. Or maybe there are a bunch of people who aren't good enough to wear the Gulf Oil.
Looks like Yuri, by the way, has made a small mistake. He's dropped from right on Costa's tail to 2.2 back and is now under attack by Ziska. So, small mistake. Doesn't look like anything too big, but maybe a small off or went wide at a turn.
This is wet wipes.
Joe Senna still on the attack against Oriol Balmania. And James Butler getting a nice front row seat. Senna down the inside in the white Beamer. And he'll overtake the much cooler livery of Balmania. Oh, somebody off there. That is Brian Stevens off the track. Oh, Butler in the wall.
Buttled.
Didn't see what happened. He was side by side with Oriol Balmania. Don't know if Balmania hit him or if he hit Balmania or what the deal is. Ah, here we go. Ah, damn it. Oh well, we get Adam Stewart's livery instead. Lost in Pace. I enjoy the team name.
It is good.
And he overtakes
Danger, Will
Fran
Robinson.
Hidalgo. The fight simulator did generate a fighter named Will Robinson. His nickname it has been manually altered to Danger.
Hell yeah, the Danger. When are you going to get the Danger versus the Damage?
Sergey
Anybody,
Sleepak losing a spot or failing to gain a spot over Steve Davis? I'm not sure which that is, honestly. And that is a late break from Hidalgo, and that will cost him. He'll lose a spot to Andy Foster.
Anybody out there who wants to see some excellent technical mixed martial arts, tune into the Damage.
There was a Sula stretch on Dana White Contender Series.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty fucking cool. Anybody out there not familiar with mixed martial arts and or submission grappling, Sulev stretch is quite the business. It's not the ultimate business, but it's close.
Pretty rare. Pretty rare. I think there's a single-digit number of them in UFC competition. As Sleepak loses out to Andrew D. Not a surprise. D is out of position. He's a guy who should be up there fighting around like the Senna, Balmania, Ziska area at a minimum. And because of an ugly first lap, he is down the pecking order. Porsche v Audi at the front. So it's Porsche, Audi, Porsche, and then a trail of 4 BMWs. Followed by the top Merc, the top McLaren, and the top KTM. Mauricio Delgado in the top 10. Let's go.
Go, Mauricio. Go. Fly.
Somebody out there. That is Morbid Apathy. Taking a
No.
detour.
Maybe.
Joe Senna looking to make the move on David Ziska. He's gotten through Balmania, and now he would like the next BMW to be much, much too.
Kyle, if two of them cars smash together, would that make a BM quadruple?
Joe Senna looking down the inside to no avail. Very wide line there from Ziska. Open the door, but Senna doesn't quite get down inside. Would have been a bit iffy to try to force that. We do have a second race here, so keep tuned in for that. And it'll be a top 5 reverse grid. So at this, it's a qualifying reverse grid though. So it's whoever qualified in 5th place, and I honestly don't remember who that was at this point. As Fran Hidalgo finds a little bit of the sand.
And I'll go the same.
And Joe Senna thinks about it again. To no avail. Ziska hangs on for now. Senna had a rough day of the Norisring. 10th, 10th, and 7th. So he comes in today with just 6 points to his name. So he's looking for the big cheese here today. That's Ryan Stevens. Also, did not expect to see that flag next to Ryan Stevens' name. It's the German flag.
Brian Stevens, notable German.
Notable German, Brian Stevens. Wonder if there's a born on a U.S. Army base story behind that.
Born in the Stolzfuse.
Fran Hidalgo going side by side. With Andy Foster, he's unable to make the move. Joe Senna continues to harry Dave Ziska. We, of course, are missing championship leader Gunnar Ricks today. He was first, second, and second at the Norisring, and is absent today. That is most unfortunate. Big chance for Henrik Andreasen and Tobias Theerolf, who had wretched rounds at the Norisring, to get back on track. Andreasen had a really good first race, finished second race 1 at Norisring, but then 10th place and a DNF. So he comes in today with a lot of ground to make up. But at the same time, as you can see, undeniable speed.
Give it to him. Just don't crash on a weird back corner somewhere.
Yeah, that would be part of it.
Just that Kartoffel guy. I think he might shape up to be a guy.
Yeah, he's caught up back onto Antonio Costa, and they've got a lap car up ahead of them. I am at a guess that's Morbid Apathy. Yep. And on board with Dave Ziska. I believe this is the first time we've gotten really any long-term camera attention on this car. The Hack Girl livery looks cool. Byron, what are your thoughts?
The worst.
Yes, sir.
It's all right. I mean, I appreciate that they got a color gradient. There's a few pale orange highlights here and there. It works. It's just not very eye-catching.
So you're giving it like a solid C tier.
I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's better than fine, but it's not going to get up there.
Andrew D's comeback is still underway. He just picked up 13th spot over... Oh, wait, they're battling for it, so Steve Davidson's not making it easy for him.
Get him, Steve Dave.
Like if we get... Ah, there we go! Cameraman reading my mind and getting us onto that fight. Also in that fight is the Volt car of Mauricio Julian at the top there, and right behind them, that is Sergei Sleepak in the Lotus, colored Lotus. By which I mean the old Formula One race team when they had the John Players special. Oh, credential!
Boy, oh boy.
That was a bit messy. Plows into Antonio Costa. There has been a request for the stewards to review that.
I'll review it right now. Innocent. Look clean to me.
I was expecting worse, given that the order came down from on high, to be honest. But probably going to be a tier 2 penalty. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what Judge Jack says in his courtroom of law. And Mauricio Julian making several mistakes there.
Can I be court jester?
Goes from the front to the back. You'd have to get up early, is the only thing. I don't imagine you'd want to.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between want to and quality comedy and press.
Jack tends to like to do the stewarding quite early in the morning.
What, like 11 a.m., 10:30?
Try like 9 o'clock our time, so like 6 o'clock your time.
I've been known to get hey, listen, gotta get up to go fishing, right? You ain't getting up to go fishing, you ain't getting up to go hunting, you ain't gonna win.
He likes to take his time. He likes to put aside a good chunk of the day.
Likes to be in good 9 hours looking at 2 or 3 seconds of footage.
And then when we get told that we're just reviewing lap 1, he goes, "Oh, that seems like a waste." Joe sent on the tail of Dave Ziska, which is not new. What is new is that because of the contact between Krotachville and Costa, this is now for a podium.
How much per diem do you get if you get on a podium?
There's somebody getting out of the way. Antonio Costa must be suffering some damage from that contact. He's also down for top BMW honors.
Oh my god. Top BMW. That's BMW.
Little Lotus on Lotus action. Andrew D. and Sergei Sleepak having a battle.
With a little bump and grind.
There was a little bump and grind there. That's for sure.
Maglev come across a movie that I don't know if anybody's ever heard of.
Well, Joe Senna might be taking 3rd place, so just give us a moment here, sir. And yes, the BMW in the factory colors moves into 3rd place. Please continue.
It's a movie starring David Hyde Pierce of Frasier fame and many other things. It's called The Perfect Host. And the premise is that a criminal is on the run from the police, breaks into, oh boy.
They're losing lead to Henrik Andreasen, so the Audi is on the attack, looking for the win.
And this criminal quickly realizes that he done fucked up, because David Hyde Pierce's character is on a whole nother level, and he is it's possibly a serial killer. I don't know. Like it's maybe vaguely implied that if he's not 100% a serial killer, he's maybe possibly also cannibal.
I'm forgetting what movie it is, but there's a movie somewhat in that vein where someone breaks into. It's not a serial killer or anything, but it's like a mob enforcer's place, and he's like really bored. He's been in retirement. He's like an older. He's like 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And someone's breaking into his house, and he just looks at the security camera and just goes, "Dear diary, jackpot."
I don't know about that one. I would like to watch that as well. There's actually another one that I have in reserve that I have not watched called Cop Shop. And the premise is that somebody in the cop shop is locked up who's like a big old juicy target until somebody else breaks the law so that they get locked up in there as well. And just like the police kind of like lock up so that they can have access to their target. And it looks like a lot of dry humor and very much fun, and I have not watched it yet.
Antonio Costa on the tail of Vic Vega, who's having a very solid day in the Mercedes. And ahead of him, that's Oriol Balmania, and then Yuri is up ahead of them.
Oriol from Baltimore?
And that is James Butler, sticking his nose in there.
What do you think Balmania knows about the wire?
Probably a lot.
I would say.
Tobias Thierhoff looking to counterattack against Henrik Andreasen for the lead. And Vic Vega giving a little hurry up, Oriol. Schmack the butt.
What you know about that lake traffic?
James Butler looking for a way through against Antonio Costa. This is by far the best run anyone's had in these KTMs. Down the inside, Vic Vega makes the overtake on Oriol Balmania for 6th place.
ESR store up on the page.
Check it out. Scan with your phone. Go check it out.
I can absolutely vouch for the comfiness of the hoodies. 100%.
Very comfy. I'm actually wearing one right now.
I am not. It is in my closet. I did wear it with Martin. Martin and his wife came to visit in earlier September. And I did put it on. We did take a photo. I don't know if it's something that they want to put up, but as long as you blur my face and they can't identify where I live, I will be spokesmodel with no face.
I was going to go outside in a t-shirt, and I went outside, and I'm like, a little chilly. And then I went and got my trusty ESR hood.
Ah, see how heavy you beat there. I am fat.
I am also fat, sir.
You're not, you weigh like 142 pounds.
That is a lie, and maybe was true in like 6th grade.
Look at this man, it's over here. Oh, my body just wants to, I weigh 375 pounds.
I don't weigh that much.
I hate everybody over 202 pounds. I don't like that.
I'd be 80 myself. I don't think I've been under 200. Well, okay, whoa. Correction. I've been under 200 pounds when cutting weight in the last decade.
Mike knows this. I've been going with my mother to visit the grandparents every week because my grandparents are in their 90s, and my mother quickly has realized that while she's been extremely busy in the last 5 to 7 years of her career, perhaps her parents have slowly, it's old people stuff. Like you start giving up on things, you stop doing things all the time. It's old people stuff. But we've been going every week, and it's been fun. It's been like but I have to be socially engaged the whole time, and it's my mother's running around like a crazy person doing all kinds of like chores every week. And I forget where I was going with this. Where did I start with this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Andreasen with the fastest lap and the
Andreasen,
victory. Takes the win over Tobias Therold, Joe Senna, Dave Ziska in his debut, Yuri Kutachville, Vic Vega, Oriol Balmania, James Butler, Antonio Costa, and Mauricio. Top 10.
I had a point. I know I had a point.
I know you did. I don't know what it was.
I don't either. I don't remember where I started.
All right, race 2 forming up here. First podium of the year for Tobias Therold, which for the 4th race in the season feels very weird. Feels very, very weird to say. Also the first podium for Joe Senna. There's the race event info page.
Raceevent.info.
And here we go. James Butler starting from pole position. So it's a top 8 reverse grid by the looks of it. It said top 5 on the race app. It must be mistaken. Anyways, Oriol Balmania to the lead as he battles Yuri Kutachville, and also in the mix there is Victor Vega in the orange Mercedes. It is mentioned by the that's Yuri off. Yeah, Morbid Apathy also cutting some grass, but not too bad. We are told that the tower glitch is in effect, so there are more than 19 cars out there.
There's at least 18.
Which is normal, of course. Those who do not know, the RaceRoom spectator tool, unfortunately, at some point developed this issue in race 2 of an event, where the tower, it doesn't even seem to be a consistent number, which is very annoying, cuts off the bottom part of the field, and we just have to live with it. So Balmania leads from Vega, Butler, Therold, Senna, Ziska, Andreasen, Costa, Delgado, and Valoria. Andrew D is up to 11th, followed by Adam Stewart, this man, Steve Davidson, Wilfredo Sevilla, Fran Hidalgo, Mauricio Leon, Brian Stevens, Andy Foster, and Sergei Slipak.
And the Bendigo.
There's also Morbid Apathy out there somewhere, and there might even be a 21st car. Who knows? We did lose Nicholas Campbell in race 1, and also Jeff Ecott. I'm not sure if either of them took the start. I suspect Campbell did not, because his problem looked like an internet connection, which there's nothing we can do about that. You lose connection with the server, you lose connection with the server. We don't know what Ecott's issue was, but he retired very, very quickly, so that also suggests probably the same thing as Fran Hidalgo gets a little physical with Mauricio Julian to make some room in a McLaren on McLaren battle, and that is Sergei Slipak making his way through the field.
Just wait until he becomes a wake pop.
And there is the KTM of James Butler, running up on the podium at the moment. Probably won't stay there. Did not have the pace to compete for the podium in race 1, but we'll see. Further back, that is Raul Valoria running at the top 10. That's impressive. Making a move there on, that is Mauricio Delgado getting shuffled back. Andrew D in the Lotus also coming through. And that's Antonio Costa. All right, Antonio, you might have been fouled in race 1, but that one's your fault.
Stop bullying Mauricio.
Vic Vega hanging on against James Butler for the time being. Tobias Therold is up to 4th place, and Andreasen right behind him. So the race 1 top 2 are now 4th and 5th. James Butler is next on their list. But it might be Vic Vega by the time they get there.
Andreasen, not to be confused with Andrzejczyk.
Dave Andrzejczyk, that legendary long time forward.
Hell yeah. Dave Andrzejczyk, OP.
A man who reinvented himself later in his career into like a third-line defensive specialist.
And I heard now that he paints for the Louvre.
Also, happens to be the player who has a ice hockey arena in Hamilton named after him. There you go.
Makes sense to me.
Dave Andrzejczyk, Entertainment Center. Ooh. Oriole makes a mistake and not only loses out to Vega, but also Butler. He'll drop to third. And it'll now be him who Andreasen and Thierolf are hunting.
Dave Andrzejczyk Entertainment Complex of Doom.
It's a pretty nice facility. I've been there a couple times.
That's for me.
Joe Senna also in the mix. And further back, that is Fran Hidalgo, Mauricio Julian, and Sergei Slipak. Followed by the BMW of Brian Stevens.
Is the Dave Andrzejczyk Complex located right next to the Taidomi fighting ditch of hell?
Welcome to the Taidomi pit, because it's the only thing we're naming after him.
Welcome to the hole in the ground. The Taidomi TM hole in the ground.
Henrik Andreasen. Down the inside of Ariel Balmania. Looks like there was some contact there. And it's also going to open up the door for Tobias Thierolf to follow through. So the top two from race 1 who ran away with it are now up to 3rd and 4th. I'm pretty sure, call me crazy, Ty Domi probably the least likely Toronto Maple Leaf to get anything named after him.
I would say that you are crazy. I would definitely name some shit after Ty Domi.
Things he wants named after him, put it that way.
I don't even think he wants anything named after him. I would do it. I would name so many things.
I, Ty Domi, am here to christen this porta potty the Ty Domi porta potty.
Ty Domi subway stop that has also a subway.
There is a subway in the Union Station subway stop, so there you go. Which is the biggest subway stop in Toronto.
Cha-cha.
Actually, yes, technically the subway, as in the restaurant, is in the Go station, which is connected to the subway stop, technically.
Hell yeah. You know what? You know what they should do? Fuck that Rogers Center bullshit. That needs to become the Domi Dome.
James Butler to the front!
Oh, the James people play.
Butler catches Vega getting a little bit wide and slips up the inside and pulls away me. Oh, that is Ralph Laurie.
That's not great.
That is unfortunate.
It is an inauthentic velour.
Didn't see if that was him losing control of the car or if he got nudged. We came in a little bit too late. Side-by-side action, Joe Senna overtaking Oriol Balmania, and also coming through is Dave Ziska. One moment, my pants are rumbling.
Oh, baby. Mike's not, listen, whatever you're thinking out there, it's not that. It's
unknown number. We will go with ignore.
It's his girlfriend.
No.
Unknown lumber. The Mike.
For some reason, I keep getting spam calls from somebody going, like a recording machine going, "Hello, this phone number is going to be deactivated in 1 hour." And I feel like at some point every time I press 1 for English, oh no! Steve Davidson gets collected in the accident between Fran Hidalgo and Sergei Slipak. That is not good. That is bad. Yuri Kotachville on board, battling with Andy Foster for 13th place. Anyways, I keep wanting to get the English operator to be like, so you see the problem with your scheme here is you phoned me like 7 times, and at some point I just don't believe you. But every time you select English, it just hangs up. So it's trying to catch Chinese people basically. scam them with their shit.
I've set my ringer to go like 7 or 8 rings before you go to voicemail. And so when the scam callers and robocallers call, either the scam callers have given up or the robocallers are like 80% through their script.
Yeah,
because they don't know when to, like, they just start at some point.
Oh, that's Raul Valoria.
No,
Not
Raul.
surprised. That car looks a little compromised.
Raul,
All right, we're 1/3 of the way through. James Butler leads the way from Henrik Andreasen, Tobias Thierol, Vic Vega, Joe Senna, Dave Ziska, Oriol Balmania, who started this race up front, Andrew D, Antonio Costa, and Mauricio Delgado. Adam Stewart in 11th, followed by Wilfredo Sevilla, Yuri Kotacheville, Sergei Sleepak, although he might be facing a penalty for that huge pileup that I think he probably caused. Andy Foster, Mauricio Julian, Brian Stevens, Brandon Dollar going for. But apathy, that is Andrew D in the wall. And he retires.
R.I.P.
Can't say I overly blame him. That was a hard contact. That car might have been done. Nice overtake there by Yuri on Wilfredo Sevilla.
The barber of Sevilla.
Sevilla may have a problem because Sergei Sleepak also gets past. And then he gets past Yuri as Yuri makes a mistake.
Dang it, Uriel.
Yuri manages to hang on against Sevilla and Foster, though. Foster's having a good race. This is a really good race for KTM. Looking down the inside of Wilfredo Sevilla. Side by side between the Audi and the KTM. And it will be the KTM that comes out on top. 13th place for Andy Foster.
And then
Wilfredo Sevilla.
Oh, goodness.
James Butler's lead has been cut to a half second by Henrik Andreasen. He's on the attack. Just get that "oh Lord, he coming" meme out there. Down the inside goes Henrik to take the lead. So Henrik looking for the double here. Butler not giving up though. The KTM is feisty. We have yet to see a double winner. We had 3 different winners at Norisring, as Gunnar Ricks, Nicholas Campbell, and Stefan Frings all took wins, and now we've had Andreasen win, so we've had 4 different winners. And unless Andreasen wins here today, we will get a 5th different one, because Ricks is not here, Campbell is disconnected, and Frings is not here.
Get a Butler.
Mauricio Julian on the tail of Wilfredo Sevilla. Byron, as things go, we are going to be 5 races into the season, and Tobias Thrustmaster, aka Tobias Thierol, will have 0 wins.
Is that because all he does is bunt?
I don't think I've ever thrown a blunt with Tobias Thrustmaster.
Don't lie to people.
No, he's too good of a hitter. Yeah, I would never. Bunting is the domain of Pat Lafayette and Pablo Garcia.
Is this
And
about
Ben
Pat
Williams.
Lafayette?
Pat Lafayette. Mild diversion. The person that Pat Lafayette is based off of, it's not his name, obviously. Is it the closest that there was in the game? We're talking about a Super Mega Baseball character. For those who are unaware, I do a stream two nights a week in Super Mega Baseball. Come watch. But he loves baseball. Loves baseball. From like the moment I met him, he was like trying to get me to play baseball. He's the one who got me hit by John Steele because he invited John Steele to play.
The problem is he has no arms.
Loves everything. No. His problem is he is afraid of the ball. He is really afraid of that ball when it is hit hard. So he wants to be a second baseman. But Lord help him if you line drive a ball at him.
Broke 1,000.
He's a massive Roberto Alomar fan. I've never seen someone simultaneously so passionate about a sport and so terrified of it.
You think exposure therapy at some point would take over?
It did not. He kept trying. He kept trying.
Something wrong with that boy.
Also played tackle football, and God help him if he did not want to get tackled. Can I be the quarterback? Yeah. Excellent. I'm just going to hand the ball off.
Seems like possibly a little gun shy.
A little bit. This is basically him as quarterback in a tackle football game. Down. Set. Hike. Take the ball. Take the ball. Take the ball.
Down. Set. Don't hurt me.
Basically. Man got me concussed by Briss Havenar because he hit me because Briss was probably about your size in like when you were in middle school. He didn't end up being like especially tall or anything. He's only like 6'1" maybe, but like he was like the big boy, and yeah, he was. Pat was just handing me the ball constantly, and eventually Briss started getting stylistic with his tackles. It hit me with a bulldog. I'm pretty sure he concussed me. Here going around the outside of Adam Stewart, but Stewart is fighting him hard, but fair.
When I was in junior high, aka middle school, we would, in the middle of winter when the snow is nice and deep, my gym teacher would tell us a week ahead of time, like, all right, we're gonna go out, we're gonna play snowball. Everybody bring your fucking outdoor, like, your ski pants, your big jackets, your snow boots, like everything. Bring the whole fucking gear to school. And everybody show up in the gym, ready to go. And like, so, and our small ass lockers would be crammed full. Like, you'd barely be able to close that shit. And we would all, like, as soon as whatever period we were in ended, we would race the lockers, like fireman training style. We would all jump into our gear as quickly as we could and like race to the gym and like overstuffed, as fast
up the inside. Andreas is going for the lead again against Butler. Can he make it stick this time?
Maybe.
By the way, Joe Senna moving up into 4th place, having overtaken Vic Vega.
No offense, but I mean, I want to watch James Butler do his thing.
Antonio Costa picking up 7th place there against Oriol Balmania, who's been falling back all day. All right, Butler. Does the KTM have it in him? Andreassen's got the lead, and when Hendry hits the front, he tends to run away with it. Tobias in the background of the red Porsche.
Give him the pit. Give him the pit. I'll talk to Jack. It'll be fine. Give him the pit maneuver.
Bribes will be made.
So yeah, we would basically charge like an army of fat ass demons up to the.
That is don't know what's going on there with Joe Senna, but he's going to lose out to Vic Vega and Dave Ziska.
And we would march out immediately as soon as we all showed up. We would march out into the field, which was covered in snow. Our gym teacher would quickly divvy us up into like teams, and we would essentially just play like regular ass football, but completely overstuffed with gym gear or with like winter gear. and play it in the snow, so it didn't really matter if you hit somebody really hard because we were just falling down into like 2, 3, 4 feet of snow. And for some reason or other, my gym teacher always made me on the opposite team from him because there was just never enough players. It wasn't an even enough, or like whatever the ratio is, it wasn't enough. So he would be like, all right, I'll play quarterback for the other team, and I'm like, all right, well, it's like your funeral, because I would be like, I was essentially the edge rusher that didn't matter where
coming
I was.
in.
Oh baby,
He's got it this time.
Baby.
Got it this time. Gets the better of Adam Stewart at least for now. We need a showdown between Adam Stewart and Adam Comerust.
It was always like three downs into a game, and my teacher would be like, damn it, who can stop this guy? Like, nobody. Listen, I could have been on your side. It's been 3 weeks since we played the last game, and you didn't learn. It's not my fault. It's your ass.
It's not my fault. You asked for this. I secretly think you enjoy it.
You voted for this. Here we are. I could have protected you. We could have. What was the? What movies? Like, we could have been. Shit. There's too many movies with dramatic endings.
Yeah, there's a lot of like things that kind of fit this.
We could have been.
Star Wars, you were the chosen one, you know.
Chosen one, yeah. I was the chosen one. You chose wrong, bitch.
Dave Ziska going, hey, Butler's keeping up. And he's still holding on against Thierolf, too. So, that KTM's got some life in it. Joe Senna picking up a spot there over Ziska. Can the KTM do it? It's Audi v KTM v Porsche for the win.
Let's go KTM or what?
Mauricio hanging up.
Get a Mauricio. No, not you, the other one.
Lesser Mauricio. Mauricio Sainz Charcuterie.
We all live next to a chorizo submarine.
Andy Foster going down the inside of Wilfredo Sevilla. And up to 14th place. He's having a pretty good race. Looks like we're getting progress for the KTMs anyways. A little more competitive than they were at Norisring. Now, granted, Norisring very much a power track. Not favorable to the KTM. Butler's still on the tail. This one is more curvy. This track map reminds me of a curly fry.
Delicious and crispy.
Making you hungry, aren't I?
Man, it makes me fucking angry and jealous a little bit because we had an Arby's in town that was really good, and then the owner started submarining the place and treating the place like shit and never fixing anything. And so the curly fries went from being crispy, spicy, and awesome to being not very spicy to being not crispy either. And eventually it went out of business because he's an idiot. And then Carl's Jr. moved in. I'm not mad about Carl's Jr. That's some good shit. But I want some beef and cheddars and curly fries. And I feel like the universe owes me.
My current... Oh! Andresi gets wide! Butler back to the lead. KTM to the front.
Yeah, let's go.
It's one of Byron's favorite drivers and one of Byron's favorite cars.
Bundle along my wayward son.
There'll be champagne when you win.
Look at the angle of that angle.
Joe sent on the tail of Vic Vega. We've also got Dave Ziska with them. And Thierol moving into second place, so Andresen might have a little bit of a problem.
It's probably because of the Pistons.
Could be. My current pet peeve with fast food is the ketchup at McDonald's. They've got the ones around here, anyways, have like the pump ketchup. It's always empty.
Yeah.
And they don't have packets. They don't have packets anywhere. You go up to the counter. Yeah, we don't have packets. Well, then refill the freaking ketchup dispenser. These fries are dry. Mauricio Delgado picking up a spot there over Oriol. Balmagna's had a terrible race. Like, he's on pace for a 9th place, which is still respectable, but he started up at the front, had the lead for a bit, has just done nothing but fall backwards. Don't know what's up with him.
I believe it involves certain racism.
Shouldn't fall back any further because he's got about 10 seconds. Round it up and gets back to Sergei Sleepak. So I would hope Sleepak doesn't run him down in the remaining 5.5 minutes we got, but we'll see. We'll see. I didn't think he would fall this far. Oriole, you can tell us. You can tell us. It's a safe space. Did the pressure get to you? Was starting on the front row just more than you were ready for? Did you have a Rene Munich moment? Joe Senna looking down the inside here of Vic Vega.
Are you in fact cheese wax stuff?
So the deal with Rene Munich is what you call a gentleman driver. He's not like he makes his money.
He's a rich asshole.
Yeah. No, he seems like a good guy. I don't want to say asshole, but like, he's a rich dude who is a hobbyist racer. And once upon a time in WTCR, he like somehow accidentally found his way to 3rd place on the grid. And he literally told, and he was up there with his 2 teammates, Rob Huff, and I don't remember who the other one was. Rob Huff, king of Macau, Byron's hero. Because number 1, he's king of Macau. Number 2, he's like, got to be one of the fattest race car drivers ever.
Wow, I feel attacked.
I'm sorry. Hey, he's my hero for this too.
If you're the king of the Macau, you're the king of the.
But anyways, so Rene, who was the owner and teammate of Rob, not the owner of Rob Huff, but the owner of the team Rob Huff was racing for, and somebody else, I can't remember who. Is like, listen, I'm just going to kind of pull aside and let you guys run away. And they're like, nope, you do not get to do that. You are a race car driver today. And he kind of went the opposite direction, overplayed his hand, and kind of like went off the track. Dropped down the order. Still had a decent race. Shout out to Rene Munich. Probably not watching this, but you know. I enjoy him. He's also the team owner who brought Sabine Schmidt to WTCC for the Nordschleife races.
All right.
Yeah. Apparently, he was the one that had the whole idea of doing the Queen is Back like trailer that they ran in WTCC, which always made me laugh.
Okay.
Which, for those who do not know, I've quoted it before, but it's a bunch of drivers, the funnier drivers in the field, like Gabrielle Tarquini and Tom Cornell, who just seem like goofy dudes, frankly, who happen to be really fast at driving race cars. They're just standing in the pit lane going, nah, she wouldn't come back. She was here last year. No, it doesn't have to happen again. No, we don't need that. Oh, Andreas on the attack. I will pause my story. It does pick up a track limit abuse penalty, so we'll see if this works out for him. It's going side by side with Theerolf. This is playing into the hands of James Butler, who's up ahead, just kind of getting a little breathing room. And the Audi is on the inside, then on the outside, then on the inside. Should be through.
Upside up.
Anyway, so it's those two basically joking up like, nah, she wouldn't be back. She wouldn't be coming back. She was here last year. It doesn't have to happen again. And then just like highlight reel of Sabine Schmidt at the doing things at the Nordschleife, and then her just standing there going, I'm back, and them going, crap.
God damn it. Alright, Sabine Schmidt. Too powerful for this one.
The Queen of the Ring. She is to the Nordschleife what Rob Huff is to Macau.
Krakow. When are we going to get the Macau to Krakow rally in order?
I think you'd have to figure out a way to get them there by car.
Just gotta drive faster. Y'all can't hydroplane? I don't want to hear about it. I've watched Redline a bunch of times. I know it's possible.
Morbid apathy getting a little bit wide there to let the people through. Whether intentional or not, he salute the blue flag behavior. He also has no front end on his car, so I imagine very little of what Morbid Apathy is doing at this second is entirely intentional, given the damage to the car.
And if you haven't watched Redline, the anime film, you are below the earth, apparently.
Andy Foster has been summoned to his role people.
Summoned, submarinered, any kind of anything like that.
It's a shame he was having a really good day.
R.I.P. Android Foster.
Now he's definitely been summoned to his home planet.
Oh my god.
He's actually trying to hide from the summoning. That's why he was underground.
Using the hacks, bro. Speaking of the summoning, I heard that Henry Cavill's involved with the Highlander?
Mm-hmm.
I am titillated and intrigued. If there could be only one, I imagine it would be him.
I mean, I'd prefer an extension of the Highlander universe as opposed to just like retelling of Connor or Duncan MacLeod. But
oh,
no.
is it just like a remake?
I think it's just a remake, yeah.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it, but I prefer an extension.
That's the extent of my bitching and complaining. I don't know. But I'll watch it.
James Butler is your winner.
It's your boy.
Whoa.
Andy
Foster gave up his right to be on this planet to make this happen. To make a KTM get to the top of the top of the roster.
Currently listening to all the Tom Petty.
and also the other guy who does the Major Tom stuff as well.
You mean David Bowie?
There's another guy too.
German. The remix in the 80s, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Major Tom. It is good. I do enjoy it.
I like how someone eventually got like all the Major Tom stuff to come to a coherent timeline, which is interesting. It's Yuri getting to the line in 11th place. This battle's still going on. Mauricio Julian chased to the checkered flag by Wilfredo Sevilla. It'll be 13th place for him. But James Butler, you have become the 5th different winner in this series. Joined on the podium by Henrik Andreasen and Tobias Thierolf, Joe Senna, David Ziska, Vic Vega, Mauricio Delgado, Antonio Costa, Oriol Balmania, and Sergei Sleepok. Your top 10. Kurtachville, Stewart, Julian, Sevilla, Hidalgo, Stevens, and Apathy make it to the checkered flag. Andy Foster gave up his life so that KTM may win. We also lost Raul Valoria and Andrew D along the way.
No, fake Valoria only.
Fastest lap to Henrik. So double fastest lap, if not double victory today.
Well
done. And Steve Davidson was also in the race. He retired.
Is Tobias going to win in the
Looks
aggregate?
like Campbell and Ecott never made the grid.
Maggle, will Tobias win in the aggregate, or is he just
I'm
Austrian?
about to get to the championship standings right now, and he's got a pretty big gap to cover. So in the lead of the championship, it's Henrik Andreasen on 50 points, followed by Gunnar Ricks on 39, despite not being here today. Tobias Thierolf is on 37 and in 3rd place. Yuri Kurtachville is on 36 and in 4th place, although probably facing a penalty. Joe Senna is in 5th with 34 points. And then rounding off the top 10 is Oriol Balmania, Vic Vega, James Butler, Dave Ziska, and Nicholas Campbell.
So you tell me this? So I got the hiccups. He's
got the hiccups.
No, Lord.
We got a couple of people who have yet to get on the grid, including Timo Konecny, Stig Martin, and Martin Edmonds. I know Martin Edmonds has issues with his shoulder. That's the reason for his absence. I don't know about the other two.
Doing all the windmilling with the guitar.
I mean that would probably. I told him that. Didn't listen to me.
God.
Anyone else interesting? Oh, Leszek Kobe hasn't made his debut yet. Come on, Leszek, get your ass on the grid.
Maybe he's got the LASIK.
We were all, and of course, we're also missing Ariel Zatoni. Now, honorable mention to Ariel. He did show up for Norisring, but he was a bit late due to technical issues, and as a result, was unable to participate. But he did try. And Marian Sacera hasn't shown up for a race yet, which is disappointing because I like that name. And also, I like the Sri Lankan flag.
And I like the Sri Lankan food.
And no Ricardo Costa, which is disappointing because he's an admin. Ricardo, paging Dr. Ricardo, paging admin Ricardo Costa. Make this happen. Anyways, Byron, I've gone through the standings. I guess I should say where the next race is going to be. We continue our German track festivities at the Hockeinheimring for a 60-minute race in round 3. That'll be on October 18th.
Get your loogies ready, because there's going to be a lot of hocking.
You can do that over at Race App if you want to sign up for this series. Anyways, and also join the Discord, which is in the description somewhere.
And the story.
Anyways, Byron, final thoughts.
Everybody go watch Redline. It's a great story. You like racing, you like dramatics, you like the animated stuff. Watch Redline, or I'll find you.
He will do that.